It is I, Febana.
Tell me, Febana, how do you trap a monkey?
Well, a gourd is used with a narrow neck. Bait is dropped into the gourd. A piece of fruit or something shiny. The monkey puts his hand down into the neck of the gourd. And then he grabs the bait. And then he's trapped. Because he can't get his fist out.
Once he realizes he is trapped, why doesn't the monkey let go of the bait?
Because his greed makes him blind.
And what is he greedy for? Febana.
I suppose what he thinks he cannot have.
And what new baits have you brought, Febana? Bring it here for this monkey to see. Something shiny?
God has a plan, and the Bible unfolds that wonderful plan through the message of prophecy. God sent Jesus into this world to be our Savior, and that Christ is returning someday soon to unfold the wonderful plan of eternity for my life and your life. As long as we're cooperating with God by accepting Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. As the Lord does return in the coming 7 days, we'll see you next time here on This Week in Bible Prophecy.
Don't start that blasphemy. Remember what my pops told me. The new word. Follow me. Remember what my pops told me. My family tree consists of drug dealers, thugs, and killers. Struggling, known to hustle, screaming, fuck they feelings. I got advice from my father. All he told me was this: nigga, get off your ass if you plan to be rich. There's 10 rules to the game, but I'll share with you too. No, niggas gon' hate you for whatever you do. Now rule 1, get your cash on MOB. That's money over bitches cause they breed envy. Now rule 2 is a hard one. Watch for phonies. Keep your enemies close, nigga. Watch your homies. It seemed a little unimportant when he told me I smiled. Picture jewels being handed to an innocent child. I never knew in my lifetime I lived by these rules. Initiated as an outlaw, studying rules. Now Papa ain't around, so I gotta recall or come to grips with being written on my enemies' walls. Promise if I have a seed, I'ma guide them right. Dear Lord, don't let me die tonight. I got words for my comrades, listen and learn. Ain't nothing free, get back what you earn. No doubt, getting high in the motherfucker, bless me please. This thug life will be the death of me. Come on, yeah. And I remember what my papa told me. Remember what my papa told me. Blasphemy.
But for them I'm still in the name of the Lord. Them I tell no lie how them I
remember what my papa told me.
In the name of the Lord, they sing while the people in the
we probably in hell already. Our dumb asses not knowing. Everybody kissing ass to go to heaven ain't going. Put my soul on it. I'm fighting devil niggas daily. Plus the media be crucifying brothers severely. Tell me I ain't God, son. Nigga, mama a virgin. We got addicted, had to leave the birds. Back in the ghetto doing wild shit. Looking at the sun don't pay. Criminal mind all the time. Wait for judgment day. They say Moses split the Red Sea. I split the blunt and roll the fat when I'm deadly. Babylon beware. Coming for the Pharaoh's kids. Retaliation making legends off the shit we did. Still bullshitting niggas in Jerusalem, waiting for signs. God coming, she just taking the time. Living by the now while the water flows. contemplating plots, wonder where the thought to go. Brothers getting shot, coming back, resurrected. This that raw shit, nigga, check it. And I remember what my papa told me. Remember what my papa told me. Blasphemy.
Enough of them are still in the name of the Lord. Them are tell no fly, how them are burned in the cloud. Using the name of the Lord in vain, while the people in the ghetto feel no pain.
The preacher want me buried, why? I know he a liar. Have you ever seen a crackhead? That's eternal fire. Why you got these kids' minds thinking that they evil? Why the preacher being wicked? You say honor God's people. Should we cry when the Pope die? My request, we should cry if they cry when we bury Malcolm X. Mama, tell me, am I wrong? Is God just another cop waiting to beat my ass if I don't go pop? Memories of a past time, giving up cash to the leaders, knowing damn well they ain't gon' feed us. In my brain, how can you explain time in BC? It's hard enough to live now in these times of grief. They say Jesus is a kind man, but you should understand times in this crime land. My third nation, do what you gotta do, but know you gotta change. Try to find a way to make it out the game. I leave this and hope God can see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door? I leave this here. I leave this and hope God see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door? And my people say,
enough of them are still in the name of the Lord. Them are tell no fly, but all them are burning a cloud. Using the name of the Lord in vain, while the people in the ghetto them feel no pain. Enough of them are still in the name of the Lord. Them are tell no fly, but all them are burning a cloud. Using the name of the Lord in vain, while the people in the ghetto feel no pain. Enough of them are still in the name of the Lord. Them are tell no fly, but all them are burning the cloud. Using the name of the Lord in vain, while the people in the ghetto feel no pain. Enough of them are still in the name of the Lord. Them are tell no fly, all them are burning the cloud. Using the name of the Lord in vain, while the people in the ghetto feel no pain.
I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh. You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Good morning, good evening, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your nighttime, right time DJ Music here with another episode of The Chop Shop. Let me slide on over to listening lounges. Who's up off in here? Let me see. Y'all give me a 1 or 2 if you can hear me. Hey there, Miss J, how you doing? Hey there, Candy Cane, how you doing? Sahara, how you doing, y'all? Give me a 1 or a 2 so I can continue on down this road talking about the shit that's been going on here the past couple of days there, folks. Didn't I tell y'all this last week? This was not going to go over well for Anton. Didn't I tell y'all that business of him talking about Corey Holcomb was scared of him? Didn't I tell y'all that Corey Holcomb was not a person to be fucked with like that? Whether you're a fan or enemy of Corey Holcomb, what did y'all expect that man to do? Did y'all expect him to be nice after Anton went around everybody who would let him up on a platform and say that I punked Corey Holcomb? He was scared. I'd have beat his ass. Now here he is today talking about, oh, you put my child on blast. Listen, Anton, you can't start a fight and tell a motherfucker how hard to hit your back. By your own admittance, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. By your own admittance there, Anton, you said you studied Corey. You said you went over there with an agenda. Your agenda backfired. And folks took Corey's Holcomb's silence. Instead of taking it as deference, y'all took it as that man was scared of Anton. But like I said in my first video, the shit wasn't over. And I was watching, shout out to Michi X. I was watching her video. Let's talk about where you're from, because a lot of folks always want to holler from, I'm from here, I'm from there. It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. And speaking of that, you know, you can't come to Charleston, South Carolina and don't live here and tell me about the landscape or the surrounding area. And Michi X brought that point out to me about Anton. Shout out Sharp Willie for pointing that out to me. But Michi X said, Anton is not from Detroit. Why? Because all he does is talk about landmarks, common places that anybody who is not from Chicago could easily familiarize themselves with just a quick Google search. He never talks about the streets. He never talks about the real ghetto. I didn't because they wouldn't allow me to download MeetGX's stream, so to speak, because I don't know why, but I guess you got to set up like that. Your folks will have to go over there and check it out. I put the description, a link down in the description box over there, but go and check it out. As someone that's from Detroit, tell you how Detroit folks act. I was trying to get my man that lives in Atlanta that's from Detroit to solidify exactly what MeetGX was talking about, but unfortunately he had to work. He's not a YouTuber. He's not even, the only time a man uses YouTube is to listen to music. So when I talked to him about that particular video that Anton was always running around, he said, we don't do that. When I talked to my man about Anton walking in that building, offering up another man for his tallywhacker, we don't do that. Not being from Detroit. Exact words was, he lucky Corey Holcomb didn't bust his ass right then and there. Now, whether you're a fan of Corey Holcomb, like I said in the beginning of the first video I did, you wouldn't have walked up on me like that. We would have had to go. Am I promoting and advocating violence? No, there's only so much. I'm not going to wait to see what you're going to do to me. I'm not going to wait to see if the first punch that you hit me with is going to hurt or not. There's some folks that prefer there's two methods, the fight or the flight. I'm one of them niggas, if you walk up on me too tough, or in other situations, I'm not the nigga to run. I'm the nigga that's going to hit you. Maybe there's going to be some consequences after that, but you're not going to know you've been in one. And you certainly not going to offer up your tallywhacker and think you're not going to get in a rumble with me because you're disrespecting me as a man. And it's only certain levels of disrespect that I would not meet with, and I'll go ahead and say it, without a knuckle sandwich. Now, I see a lot of people defending the actions of Anton. All week long, y'all was talking about Anton. Anton was this. Anton did this. Anton did that. Because Corey Holcomb didn't respond to Anton. I was in the clouds over that Sharon Bracey's platform earlier. Heard how he was defending Anton. His cousin had to check him. I seen all you loose niggas running around talking about, yeah, Anton's the man. I can understand why he did what he did. But then y'all want to get mad at Corey Holcomb because he said something about his daughter, talking about Corey doxed his daughter. No, Anton doxed his daughter in his quest to try and clean up the mess that he started. He put his own daughter on blast. No one knew his daughter's name until he said it. Corey Post sure enough put up a picture of her, but he didn't give any details of where the picture came from, how he got it, or none of that. Hey, Red Sensational, how you doing? None of that. Corey Anton Daniels doxed his own daughter. That's just bottom line to it, folks. And as to solidify the point, I'm going to show you the exact moment because I went over to Super Sly 75. Like I said, if anybody knows Anton Daniels, Super Sly 75 does. Anybody know the history of the YouTube streets that can tell you the YouTube streets? Because Super Sly that's one of the first people I watched on YouTube. We don't agree on everything. Hey, HT Ball 1, how you living? We don't agree on everything. But usually, He has his pulse on. And another reason why I use Super Sly is because I'm going to show y'all the difference. And a man that's proud of his daughter's accomplishments, is there for his daughter's accomplishments, and talks about his daughter's accomplishments without mentioning his daughter's name. He calls his daughter Mini-Me. And for as long as I've known that man, he's been talking about his kid in a positive way. But tell me, in the history of the niggerdom of Anton Daniels, when has he ever mentioned his kid other than when it's times of struggle or times of strife? Tell me when. Tell me one time for a man that's on, shout out Charlotte Willie again. Tell me one time that you've seen Anton Daniels say, no, I can't do a live stream because my daughter has a karate, what do you call it? Meet, whatever they call them things. Name me one time in the history of anybody that watches Anton on a consistent basis say, I got to go do something. He might mention that he was someplace at a while, but you can't be in two places at the same time. Jet setting with the chick, sitting up on couches. Like I said, if y'all know the history of the dude like I know him, why are y'all surprised? Go find some old footage from Six the Goddess. Go find some old footage from, they call her Auntie Yanni, and see what a dirtbag Anton Daniels really is. 3 days now. Right, HT Ball 1. 3 days now. They've been running around trying to run cover for that idiot. Have y'all running meets? Have y'all ever heard Anton mention anything about what his daughter's accomplishments until the other day? The other day when he tried to, well, we're gonna cover it. Matter of fact, first thing we're gonna do before we get to Anton, I don't know if y'all know this deep dude named OG Percy, but I like to use OG Percy in two ways: what to do and what not to do. This time, I'm going to use OG Percy in a what to do situation. Why? Because he's an OG. And I'm going to use OG Percy to solidify the point that I said earlier, that Anton is not a street nigga. Okay? That the shit that Anton did in any other circumstances if there was no cameras, the shit wouldn't have went down like that, folks. Now, but let me remove this off the screen. Let me get on over here. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do anything on this Anton Daniel shit, but when my man threw his tried to claim that somebody threw his daughter under the bus, and I saw all of y'all niggas agreeing with Anton about that, I had to say something. I really had to. I had to say something, folks, because that ain't right. And y'all know y'all not right. Why this won't go up the screen here? Let me see. Oh, okay. That's what. Let me move this back. I know what I did wrong. All right. I got you now. Still need it there. There we go. There I am. So, first things first. Yeah, HT Ball 1, if you don't mind, send that to me on my send it to my email. I'd like to have that clip because I was really just looking for it. I wished I could have used it today. I'll try and download. I think I might be able to download it. But if you have the clip, go ahead and send it to me because I'm on StreamYard, so I won't be able to get it from the link here. But go ahead and send it to my email, and I'll try and pull it up on the email. Or better yet, if you'll drop it on my I know we follow each other on Facebook. If you'll drop it in my Facebook Messenger, I might be able to pull it up from there. But this is going to solidify the point of what I was talking about, Anton running around wanting sympathy about folks talking about his daughter. But hey, Char, how you doing? But let me just say something. All these folks run around talking about children off limits. Since when? Since when in the history of Black 2 YouTube has children been off limits? BGS threw his own child under the bus. What's it? Angry Man and GMT got into a scuffle about Angry Man's children. Because why? Because Angry Man doxed them, so GMT let him have it. How many times have y'all heard these niggas talking about single mamas? So the real essence of you talking about single mamas and all the kids they have means you niggas don't mind talking about children. Corey talked about his own daughter. Thank you, Mr. I forgot about that. Corey Holcomb talked about his own daughter in one of the most derogatory ways that you ever can talk about. So, Anton, let me ask you, what made you think that he wouldn't throw your kid up under the bus? But the thing about it is, like I said, I was listening in the clouds over at Sharon Bracey's channel earlier. And one thing again, Umar threw his daughter under the bus. Niggas throwing their kids up under the bus for YouTube fame. So I'll ask again, when have children been off limits? When? Anybody? They haven't been. So, but check this out, Anton. I heard you considering talking about a libel or slander suit. If you are a public person, as you are, with over 1 million subs, you got 2 chances of winning that suit. Slim and none. Why? Because you put your daughter's business out there. 2, because if you win, that's going to open the floodgates for everybody that you've talked about to sue you too. The way you talked about Tyranny's children, I was there in that stream that night. I was there when you talked shit about that woman's kids. But anyway, let's go to OG Percy, and I'm going to see if I can pull that up from the email there. If not, I'll have it in my archives for just in case, all right?
Hey, okay. What's up with you, Tune?
First off, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Man, that it is, man. R.I.P. Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Jr.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, some of us black intellectuals still can't come together. So Antoine Daniels, he's this square type dude, talks finance, talks politics, big MAGA Trump type supporter, black guy. Corey Holcomb, the comedian, we all know Corey Holcomb. He gives what you would call real pro-black type Democratic support the poor type opinions. So he clashed with a guy named Antoine Daniels on his podcast, right? And it almost came to blows.
Calling me sucking. I don't suck, man. What you talking about? I don't suck. If you want to get back to the conversation, ain't no, because you ain't gonna do. Because you're not gonna do me with that. You're not gonna do. You're not gonna come to me with. See, I suck again. We can go back right now. We can go back right now. I'm with it.
Okay, let's talk about that part right there, because everybody has pointed out to you, Anton, the only reason you did that business of let's go out back right now is because you had security guards. Because you had security. More in fact, you had an armed security. But my question to you is, if you thought this was going to be a friendly conversation, why the hell would you need to fly from Detroit to Los Angeles and hire a bodyguard? Or did you bring the bodyguard with you? I don't know. Which one did you?
I bet you won't say that. We can go all back right now.
OG, you saw this. What was your thoughts on that?
You left out an important part. You left out an important part. Why?
I did.
Why did it almost come to blows?
Well, Corey Holcomb told Antoine Daniels that he's always kissing the white man's ass. So Antoine Daniels told Corey Holcomb that he's always sucking.
Okay.
Okay.
So he invited him to his party.
Okay. Okay.
Or he just said he.
Before you get to it, let me say something. Like I said before, there is a difference by saying, "Man, you kissing the white man's ass." That means that you just, you agreeing with him. There's a big difference from what Corey said to Anton and to what Anton said to Corey. And there's some people out there saying because of what Corey said, that gave Anton the right to say what he said. And that is the most idiotic statement that I have ever heard in my life, Sharon. You got to be kidding me.
He's always doing something like that. Kissing ass and sucking. That what you said? That was the conversation that got the shit out of control?
Yeah, basically saying, though, in the context of you kissing the white man's ass and you sucking the black man's.
Okay. Okay, so that's salt and pepper. That's salt and pepper. You understand me? The black and the white thing, huh? That's what's going on.
Now, some folks would say, "Why are you using OG for this? OG Percy for this?" Well, because OG Percy represents that street mentality, and that's not being disrespectful to him. But he gonna give it to you in the raw. He gonna give it to the raw. He gonna give it to you as Anton tried to present it to you. So I'm trying to show you the difference between a real street nigga and a wannabe street nigga. This is what I'm using OG Percy for, because he been around. From the block to the jail block to the cell block. He been around.
Now let me tell you what's going on, Tune. There was a lot of comedian shit going on for a minute. Then they started getting judgmental, and then they started getting into their egos. That's what happened. That's what I seen going on. It started off as a conversation, and then it started off as a hot side, and then I started seeing ego clashing. And then one of them got out of character. We'd hear a little too far. You never invite another man down, or never put another man's mouth on another nigga. You can say kissing ass. We know what kiss. You just be kissing ass. You just be sucking. Wait a minute, hold on now, homie.
That's a whole different thing. Hey there, L Boogie. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. That's a whole different thing. Now you're not hearing it from you. You not only you're hearing it from me last week, the last stream I did, but now you're hearing it from another OG. There's a big difference, folks. At no time do you walk up to another man and offer him your tallywhack. I don't give a fuck whether you playing or not. That ain't nothing to play with. Men don't play like that. There's a big difference between telling, you man, you just kissing ass right now. We know what that means. That means you just agreeing with that motherfucker, as your boy would say. You just try to be a part of the get along gang. Simping for the white man. That's what Corey was talking about, and I don't know why we had to break that down. That just goes to show you the lack of common sense that some of y'all folks use before you jump up on these fucking platforms running your goddamn Lipton soup coolers. Say that again, Charles. Charles Hill said, ever. You respond with a pistol and what? Okay. But OG Percy, that's what he gonna tell you in just a little bit. I don't know if you saw this before, Charles, but check this out.
Hold on. What if the part? Come on, man. You never do that. You don't do that. I don't think Corey was wrong for standing up for himself by saying, say it again. Say that again. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't never put another man's mouth down there if you ain't never seen it down there yet. You hear me? You only do shit like that when you just seen shit like that. But Corey, man, come on now, bro. I'm just high side when I say you kissing the white man. But when you put another nigga mouth down there, niggas will play with you like that and think they gonna get away with shit like that. he did the right thing. You know, but you know, he should have just really. You know, I'm glad him. I seen his. He'll do good in the penitentiary. My bad. He do good out here in the world.
And see, this is what I mean. This is what OG Percy gonna bring it to you raw. Cause Corey, what's his name, Anton? If you'd have said that in the penitentiary, it was show and tell. Al Wilson would have popped show and tell. That's the game you play when you offer another man your tallywhacker. Because I guarantee you'd have woke up sunny side up the next morning. Guarantee you that. And that's what OG Percy is saying right now. You'd have been good in jail. In some parts of the streets, you'd have been good. But to a real man, there's going to be consequences and repercussions. And Anton, you are suffering the consequences and repercussions. He might not have physically beat your ass, but guess what? I told you last week, and I told all your supporters this. He's going to regret this. This is not going to have a good look. This is not going to have a good outcome for you, Anton. You poked a sleeping bear, and now that bear is growling. And the thing about it is, folks ain't got to go to your channel to support you. I'm going to point this out, folks. Stop going to Anton's channel. Stop giving that nigga views. Let his 1 million followers do that. Let his folks support him. Let his folks go over there and click the like buttons and watch his shit. There's enough clips of that dumbass nigga floating around to where you need to go to his channel. That's right. The Montgomery boycott. Remember that? Boycott that nigga. Hold up signs in front of Anton. Just walk around the YouTube streets, hold it up. Hell no, we won't go. Signs all around Anton. That's right. That's what you need to do. Come on, OG.
Because this is the place where you stop shit like that in. When niggas come at you and throw you in that car like that, if you don't jump out of it fast, nigga, you ride. You ride. Nigga. Once they invite you to put a dick on your mouth and you don't say nothing about it, nigga, you keep it in your mouth. That's where it belongs at. That's how that.
Okay. Did y'all hear that? I never said I was a street dude. I tell you, I can play on both sides. And how am I able to play on both sides, the good side and down there in the trenches, as they say? Because when you're in the Marine Corps, folks, you run into all facets of people from all different parts of the United States. And you run into guys like this that say, you know why I got the fuck out of Detroit? You know why I got the fuck out of the slums of Harlem or something? No disrespect. But this is some of the stories that I've heard in my tenure in the Marine Corps. This is why I got the fuck out of Kentucky. This is why I got out of here. Wasn't shit going on. And if I'd have stayed there, I might not be alive right now. And some chose to stay. OG Percy are one of them dudes that chose to stay. But you see the outcome. And when you choose to stay in a situation where, as they call it, the ghetto, trying to live our life, the ghetto. Won't you tell
them? That game go, man. Tell them crib. I came home from prison, y'all, and I was real fucked up, you know, standing in the head when it came down to come on games. I'm in prison, y'all. Come on games come in all type of ways. You know, you can play come on game. I had a partner named P.O.P., man. Shout out to P.O.P. out of Beaumont, Texas. You know, he 5'9". 5'9" crib out of Beaumont, Texas. Goddamn it, he was scrap business.
He most certainly did, Miss J. And guess what? That didn't bode too well, did it? That interview he had with the booty warrior, that's not going over very well for him now, isn't it? First of all, Anton, what made you think that was content worthy? I've always asked that question. I'm wondering why to this day no one has pursued that. Anton, what made you think it was a good idea for you to sit down for an hour with the booty warrior? Because the man was flirting with you and all you did was smile. Kiki. Oh, well, I mean, JE main event, again, my first time seeing you, so I'll say I didn't choose to stay here, but go ahead, say I did. What do you mean? We all make it. Every place we are right now we're there by choice, sir. I'm here by choice. You're here by choice. I'm on this live stream by choice. You click my live by choice. Everything we do is by choice. Even where we live is by choice. Now, there's some things that are automatic, like breathing, hopefully brushing your teeth in the morning. I hope that, but everything we do, like where we live, what we eat, all those are things are by choice, sir. So yeah, whether you chose to stay in the ghetto or live in the ghetto, it's by choice. Let's continue.
POP, he had a game of putting in the car with him.
Appreciate
he
that,
loved
Charles.
putting in the car with him. He liked, huh?
What's up there, Brucey? How you doing, my man? Appreciate it. Like my man say, y'all show some love. Just hit the like and the share or the subscribe. That's the love I need, folks, to get the word out there, one at a time. Somebody asked me a long time ago, why you do this? That's why. Because I can. It's choice. It is choice why I do this. The same way Anton can get on a live stream and talk shit about us, it's the same way I can get on a live stream and try and dispute and disrupt everything he says. It's by choice. If you want to donate to the channel, that's on you. But if you got some kids or you got some grandkids, instead of sending me your money, go out there and buy your grandkids something. Go buy your kids something and say, hey, DJ Music said, hey, this is for you. Soda pop, soda water. Y'all know how we do it down here in the country.
Can I ride? Can I keep going? He like putting in the car with him. And when I say putting in the car with him, it's the come on game. See, let me tell you something about when you get to playing come on games with you. He had a game so tough where he'd walk up and squeeze on there. I'd be like, come on now, POP. He says, hey man, what? And he like I say, the way he laugh about it, he say, hey man, once you in the car, you in the car. You know, and guess what about PO? Ain't no getting out of his car when you jump in. He say, if you want to get out, out. Other than that, he gonna continue to play with your ass. And you know, I understand what POP see. I understood that very much because POP never knew to play with me like that. Cause I take flight on him. POP knew that I was a real from the start. But the that played with it, now one time I played with POP, but I was bullshitting. And POP, he take the bullshit like that real serious.
No.
Like that. He said,
no. See, this is the one time I got to call you out there, OG Percy. I don't play like that. I'm not going to play with you like that. What about you there, OG Kicks? Are you going to play like that? I'm not going to play with you like that at all. I'm not going to give you no indication at any point in time other than like a 2x4 straight. Ain't no crooked 2x4s in here. Straight. I like cat. Meow. I'm not gonna play like that. Come on, OG. We don't play like that, do we? I'm not gonna test the waters to see how far you can go with me. What the fuck? Come on, OG Percy. See, this is what I'm using. This is one of them authentic niggas.
now don't play if you ain't gonna continue. I'm just letting you know. And when he did that, I was like, I was just playing with you. He said, but I'm letting you know, don't play like that if you don't want to play all the way. You heard me? I said, well, now I don't play all the way. He said, well, don't play with me like that then. We gonna be all right. I said, and I understood him as a man then. And I ain't never played with a nigga like that again in my life.
See that?
But let me tell you about the thing that
Juan Daniels, he's this square type dude, talks.
So he invited him.
My bad. I pushed the wrong button.
Hold on. What the park? Come on, man. You never do that. You don't do that. I don't think Corey was wrong for standing up for himself by saying, say it again. If you don't jump out of it fast, you ride. You ride. Once they invite you to put a dick on your mouth and you don't say nothing about it, you keep it in your mouth.
Okay. That's
where it belongs at. That's how they.
For all you folks that want to call Corey Holcomb out and say he was wrong for stepping to Anton, no, he was not. No, he was not. Anton, them veneers should have been rocked and loose in your mouth. Now, folks say that some folks say, well, you promoting violence. There's some things I'm not going to allow you to get away with. You're not going to get no second chance to say that to me. You know, when you say that to me, it's coming with automatic consequences. But Corey had the wherewithal to realize that there's more to knocking this nigga's tooth loose. I got more to lose. Say it again. And when Anton realized that Corey was not going to punch him, then he got a little bit more bolder. Because if you go back and look at that video, folks, if you want to look at it like it's supposed to be looked at, you will see that Anton Daniels came there with an agenda to try and provoke Corey Holcomb. And for all you left-handed smoking niggas that's out there, you must have been smoking some good shit not to see that. Send me some. Maybe I can get blinded by the light. She blinded me with science. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. She keep calling him Futon. Futon had an agenda. Yes, he did. He had an agenda. Because if you go back and look at it, let's talk a part about his agenda. How you gonna bring somebody to a party? That's like going to a party and they say you got a +1, right? You come there with 2. Somebody getting left at the door, ain't they? Am I wrong? Anton came to Corey's platform promising that chick that he could get her in the door. She was excited about it. She was amped up about a possibility of being part of the 5150 show. You know how I know she was amped up about it? Because she told you she bought tickets to see that nigga. That's the only way she could get in. Am I wrong? She didn't know Corey Holcomb. There was no tickets for her at the will call. But another thing that y'all didn't want to call Anton on this is that this always protect the woman, protect the woman, protect the woman. Did Anton protect that woman? Is Anton protecting her now from getting her reputation soiled? Because everybody now sees her as the side chick. Everybody now sees her as the home wrecker. Everybody now sees her as somebody you was either setting Anton up for the okie doke or Anton was setting you up for the okie doke. And the shit blew up in both of y'all's faces. Allegedly, the woman was married. Allegedly, the woman has children. Or allegedly this, allegedly that. But you can't go back to the alleged when you see y'all two sitting on the couch making googly-eyed at each other. Something tells me and a whole lot of other people, now that I go back and look at it, y'all was fucking. Anton, you don't hide when you like somebody very well. You know, I know. Go ask Six the Goddess. You don't hide it very well. You know why? Because you one of them geeks. You one of them guys in school that always, in grade school, in grammar school, middle school, high school, college, you was always served up an NPD, no pussy do. You hung around the friends. If you was a woman, you would be that woman that was holding the purse for everybody. In the case since you probably hung out with some dudes, you'd be the dude that's driving the car. You'd be the dude that stayed sober. Hey, man, don't drink nothing, all right? Shit, we got to get home. Let me see this right here. These men are, I agree with you. Charles, and you must have read my mind because I surely was coming to that. Because every time this dude opens up his mouth, he's talking about the God in me. Where was the God in you when you was talking about tyranny's children? Where was the God in you when you said black women are the downfall of black society? Where was you Where was the God in you when you said all those black women that lost those 74,000 plus black women that lost their federal jobs, and you said, fuck them, let them go find another job? Where was the God in you then? You were absolutely right. Where was the Christian in you then? Come on, OG Percy.
Game go, man. Tell my crib. I came home from prison, y'all, and I was real fucked up, you know what I'm saying, in the head when it came down to come on games. I'm in prison, y'all. Come on games come in all type of ways. You know, you can play come on game. I had a partner named P.O.P., man. Shout out to P.O.P. out of Beaumont, Texas. You know, he 5'9", crip out of, you know, Beaumont, Texas. Goddamn it, he was square business. And P.O.P., he had a game of putting in the car with him. He loved to put in the car with him. He liked, huh? Can I ride? Can I keep going? He like putting in the car with him. And when I say putting in the car with him, it's the come on game. See, let me tell you something about when you get to playing come on games with you. He had a game so tough when he'd walk up and squeeze on there. I'd be like, come on now, P.O.P. He says, hey man, what? And he like I say, where he laugh about it, he say, hey man, once you in the car, you in the car. You know, and guess what about P.O.? Ain't no getting out of his car when you jump in. He said, if you want to get out, out. Other than that, he gonna continue to play with your ass. And you know, I understand what P.O.P. said. I understood that very much, because P.O.P. never knew to play with me like that. Because I'd take flight on him. P.O.P. knew that I was a real from the start. But the that played with it, now one time I played with P.O.P., but I was bullshitting. And P.O.P., he take the bullshit like that real serious. Like that. He said, now don't play if you ain't gonna continue. I'm just letting you know. And when he did that, I was like, I was just playing with you. He said, but I'm letting you know, don't play like that if you don't want to play all the way. You hear me? I said, well, now I don't play all the way now. He said, well, don't play with me like that then. We gonna be all right. I said, and I understood him as a man then. And I ain't never played with a nigga.
And you know what, El Boogie? To be quite honest with you, I cannot disagree with that statement right there. I wish I could. I wish I could say, no, that's a new phenomenon. No, it's not new. I hear some dudes, you said the 90s. I can take you back to the 80s where niggas was saying that shit. So no, that's not nothing new. You're absolutely right. It is part of this so-called culture. I can't say you're wrong. Shout out to you, El Boogie. Hey there, ABT. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. But y'all understand what OG Percy talking about? He just told you there's a guy out there like the Booty Warrior that don't play them games with you. If you offer him your tallywhacker, there's going to be consequences and repercussions behind it. You don't play with him like that. He coming to get you. And once you don't push back on him coming to get you, he coming to get you anytime he wants. The same principle in jail. Once you don't push back on the guy offering up his tallywhacker, or some guy saying, man, you good looking cute back there, you better knock that nigga out. Or he coming to get you in the cell later on. You better get rid of that friend that will offer you up his tallywhacker because he mad at you. He's sizing you up. He's seeing how far you can push you.
Like that again in my life. But let me tell you about the things that when you play and you know, I learned if a nigga play, I had got so fucked up in the head because them youngsters down there, they play real tough. It's over with in prison, y'all. When I say everybody, it's hard to find a nigga that ain't playing. It's hard to find one that ain't playing. Playing somewhere in this car over here playing some type of way with a nigga, or a nigga over here playing in this car like this some type of way with a nigga. When I say playing, I'm saying playing under each other's clothes. Playing on touching each other. I had one nigga that I just see walk up on, I watched this nigga, one of the Beasley homeboys, he used to rub on niggas' ears. And I'm talking about he sit there and massage that nigga, and I say, man, this nigga sitting there letting this nigga massage his ear.
Two of the biggest diss songs ever, they're ABT. I had a whole lot of introducing men to their talent records. You're absolutely right. Easy E's did it. Remember Tupac's Hit 'Em Up? Remember that? Remember Ice Cube's No Vaseline? Okay.
And that nigga ain't moved or squirmed or did nothing. I guess he enjoying the massage. I don't know who getting off of the nigga that's massaging the Earl or the nigga that's taking the massage on the Earl. It ain't my business. I seen all that type of shit going on. But then I learned one thing, Percy, don't play that game with none of these niggas if you don't want to play. So every time a nigga play with me, now what's the thing about the game? It don't stop a nigga from trying to play with you. Listen to what I'm saying now. Just because you there don't mean ain't nobody gonna try to play with you, because you're gonna try to play to see if you gonna play or if you already playing, because the majority of niggas is already playing.
No, okay.
But y'all asked about me.
Now, see, again, when Corey said that about Anton, I think that's what he really got upset about. You going onto a lot of these platforms, a whole lot of these guys, you got to ask them, why do y'all defend this man so much? Why do y'all get so upset to damn near where you're about to cry because somebody said a harsh word about a Tommy Sotomayor or Anton Daniels or Myron? And not only in black YouTube, this is white YouTube too. Folks is crying about people making fun of what's the racist guy's name? Because somebody say, "Hey, you want me to go get your woman?" Nah. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Nah, don't go get me no woman. A whole sausage fest at a party. If I walk into a party, hear music bumping, and I don't see nothing but dudes, I'm walking out that party. I'm leaving. Especially if it's 11, 12 o'clock. Ain't no women there yet? Not one straggler? Nobody at the party? No woman at the party? Nah, I'm gonna pass on this one, fellas. You mind if I get one of them to go, though? Grab me a beer out there, even though I don't drink. I got to look as manly as I possibly can walking out that motherfucking door, because I want to make sure that nobody gonna say, "Hey man, I saw you over there." No, nigga, they didn't tell me there wasn't gonna be no women there.
Me on first. Every nigga that tried to play with me, I smoked his game immediately. I'm talking about take off game. And then tell a nigga I don't play like that. And POP used to say, "Man, no, don't play with that nigga person." Because one thing POP taught me, I learned the lesson from that nigga. Because he was serious as hell when he taught me the game. And the game he taught me is not to play the game if you don't want to play it. You hear me? Because it's deep. So the young nigga that straight off and try to get a nigga to play with him, I pop. Bitch, don't play with me like that. Oh, what's wrong with you, man? I don't play like that. What's wrong with you, nigga? Don't play with me like that.
This is OG Percy there, ABT. Like I said, I had to go and find somebody who would authentically, unlike Anton, show that side of being in the streets, being one of them, as they say, real niggas. You can't get no more realer than OG Percy right here, can you? Whether he means to be this way or not, one thing you cannot say he is not is authentic. Y'all see? Yeah, would y'all ever see Anton talking like this? Street nigga.
Oh, then POP be like, no. They thought since they seen me with POP, doing, I was playing too. Now, POP play with you like that. He don't play with me like that. I'm a whole over here, square businessman over here. So when Corey Hogan told that man to do that, let me tell y'all what I did, y'all. Tell from a crib. I went home from prison one time. I made it home for Christmas. I off the Christmas dinner, the Thanksgiving dinner. I f***ed it off, man. I'm at my daddy's house, man. We playing dominoes. Now, what this?
I want y'all to pay attention to this. Imagine yourself at a domino table. I'm going to set the scene here for you because I know OG Percy talk kind of fast. But I want y'all to pay close attention to what OG Percy is about to tell you. Okay? And then related back to Anton telling Corey the same thing with no cameras.
It's got to do with Corey and them. Just how it did me, affected me so fucked up. We was at a family event, man, and we out there playing dominoes. We playing dominoes, slamming down there, playing bones, and goddamn me, while we playing bones, my uncle said, yeah, there you go, take that. And I took off on my uncle at the domino table on Thanksgiving. They like, Percy, what's wrong? Get Percy. What's wrong? I said, don't you ever call me no. I said, oh shit. Everybody leaving, getting their purses and shit. They said, oh, we gotta go. Mom, what's wrong with you, Percy? Oh, man, Percy done jumped on Unc back there in the back room, man. What's wrong with Percy? Percy, that's penitentiary shit, something wrong with Percy. No, Percy don't play like that. And my thing about it, when I went to prison, I found out a man is a man, no matter if he's your uncle, your daddy, your cousin, or whatever. That's a man. Once he play with you.
That's a man. Whether he your uncle, your cousin, your sister, excuse me, not your sister. Well, you never know in some cases. My bad. But y'all know what I'm saying. Listen, a man is a man. And you're not going to walk up in no man like that. And even his uncle, he busted up his uncle. Busted him up for slamming dominoes and said, y'all niggas can F my D. Nigga, who you talking to like that? What? I don't play like that. Wallop, 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 wallop. Give him that 2-piece with a jalapeno. My bad. My bad, APT. It's live. You can't edit. You can't edit that out. So y'all, that's a slip. That's what I mean, though. If there was no cameras there, and Anton would have said that to Corey, it wouldn't have went that far. That goes back to the video that I said. That taping would have lasted 17 minutes and 51 seconds because that's when he said it. That would have been the end of it. That's all you would have heard. Might have been some screaming. Get him off me. Move this nigga off me. Move, bitch. Get out the way, get out the way. Too late. Another thing no one gave Corey credit for. Notice before he stepped to Anton, he moved a woman out the way and then spoke directly to her. Don't you ever get in between two men's business again. He moved her out the way immediately. But nobody want to say that. Well, he might be looking for a lawsuit, ABT, but he not gonna find it. He not gonna find it. She sure did. Go back to the video and see for yourself. And then I won't say he scolded, but he was a little. Wait a minute, don't you never do that. If you don't know it, Darlene, know it now. When you see me about to handle my business, don't step your ass in the way. And somebody, again, every once in a while when I go up on these platforms and I hear these knuckleheads up there screaming at these women, the first thing I do, excuse me, Miss Lady, step out the way right here. Let me handle this. Let me handle this. But you a simp for doing that. So I guess Corey was a simp now, huh? Michi X said something else that was important. So you guys got to go and make sure y'all check out that Michi X video. Now, if there would have been some gunplay and one of them dudes would have been laid out, all of y'all would have said the same thing. You know that internet shit done went too far. Y'all said that about the couple that got gunned down in Las Vegas. Remember them? Remember them? Remember how that whole debacle started? Words. You gonna tell me words don't matter? Words is what led that man to go find them, that husband and that wife, with a loaded pistol. We already know what his intent was. Yeah, well, we're gonna get to that, ABT. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. I'm saving that up. I'm saving that. I'm letting OG Percy. He's kind of given to the buildup. The buildup of what Sly and I are going to talk about, because I can listen. I'm like a lot of y'all. I can't listen to Anton for no more than 10 minutes. If I make it to the 10-minute mark and listen to that whining ass bitch, I'm reviewing somebody else's platform.
You like that smoking. And my dumb ass smoked my uncle at Thanksgiving. I knew he was bullshitting y'all, but I didn't know if he was bullshitting y'all. You hear me? I hadn't, got over my institutionalized thinking. And guess what? That's the best thinking in the world when niggas play with you, because niggas will play with you these days and play you out your panties, your pockets, and everything else. You understand me?
Wait a minute. See, wait a minute. Ain't no nigga ever gonna play me out my panties, because first of all, I don't wear them. Boxers or briefs. I don't even wear tighty whities. What nigga do you know run around with panties? See, sometimes it's that fraudulent slip that let you know that them niggas be playing both ways. Y'all say that again 2 times there, OG Percy. You said some shit that's suspect. I'm not gonna play with no man to see how far I can push him in that game if I don't live in that street. As a grown man, the only panties that I want to see is on somebody else that's female. Fuck? Where we get this from? Oh, I found this, huh? My bad.
Tell that nigga suck his dick. He's supposed to tell him to get that out your mouth. Don't put that in your mouth no more. See, I respected him for just checking one thing. Just like POP checked me on the cool. Don't play if you don't want to play. You hear me? He just told that man, don't say it again. You hear me? That's all he did. All that we got to go in the back, it ain't about us going in the back. Let me get in your face as a man. Excuse me, let's switch streets. So let me switch streets, get over here with you. And tell him to say, man, don't do that no more. Now, all that old extra talk ass, man, you ain't got to be trying to do this. You ain't got to be all the extra talk, man. I don't care, but just say it one more time. And like he did, he put his shit down and say, now say it one more time.
And did he?
Tell me one more time, say it one more time.
Did you ever hear him say that again one more time in that stream, the initial stream? He might have talked this shit away from Corey, but that night, did that word come out his mouth again? Them words put together come out of that motherfucker's mouth again. No, it didn't, because he knew there was going to be some consequences and repercussions. There was not going to be enough ice in the freezer in the back to stop the swelling that Corey was going to put on him, camera or not, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm telling you, as a man, there's some lines you do not allow a motherfucker to cross. I don't give a damn what generation you in.
And guess what? That man never violated his space again. Now, all the extra shit that goes on after that, because the nigga trying to prove something, it wasn't nothing to prove but not to do it again. That's all it was proved.
That's it.
Don't say that no more.
That's it.
Don't jump in the game if you ain't in the game. And don't invite me in the game because I don't play the game. You understand me? And that's all that was, man. A war of words that could have got real, out of hand if a would have said it again. But guess what? Only a man that know a nigga ain't playing gonna say it again. Only a man that think a man that's gonna do that gonna say it again. Like I said, suck my dick. Fuck you talking about, nigga. I know niggas that's gonna tell you, pull it out. Since you said it, pull it out, nigga. Then you just tell me, suck your dick, pull it out, bitch. And if you don't, that's when it's gonna be a problem. See, I done ran into them all. Nigga. I'm a fuck your head up. I know it too. I know I'm a fuck your head up on her. See, I know these type of niggas. See, that's why you throw shit around like it's something to play with until you say it to the wrong.
Until you say it to the wrong motherfucker. Well, Mecca, it's obvious that the come up is not from Anton, and she recognizes that. Again, all Mecca had to do was to go find Six the Goddess or any number of those women that hung around Anton, sent them an email, sent them some kind of in the DM and said, hey, what's your opinion of Anton? No, he didn't. You didn't hear it wrong with the HT ball one. He said panties. He sure did. But yeah, Mika, Anton was not going to be a come up for you. And I think you realize that. Absolutely, Brucey. That's why I use him. I'm not trying to disrespect the man, but he preaches from the pulpit of life. Whether you from the good side or the bad side, this is real life. That shit that Anton Daniels presented to y'all on his stream, that's not real life. That's internet. That's clicks and views. That's clicks and views that Anton is putting in front of you. This right here in front of you, this OG Percy, real life.
And then you to talk yourself some shit that you just dry talking. Yeah, I know some niggas that play like this. See, I'm real tales from a crib. Yeah. So man, you suck my pull it out right now. And if you don't, I'ma kill you if you don't, ho. Since you told me to do it, bitch, that's when don't do it right there. I ain't gonna play with you. Shout out to my nigga Murder out of Dallas. He ain't gonna play with none of you. Eat your little shit off the bone, like you eating a goddamn snack and send your ass off to the house looking stupid. Ho ass, bet you won't see it no more. Now you feeling like a weenie. Watch what you say to niggas, man. Only say that to niggas that you know you can get away with it with. But why would you even tell a man to do that anyway? If you're a man. But as soon as you invite the wrong man, you're gonna fuck around and get what you're asking for. Okay. Bars.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.
You're gonna get what you're asking for. I put the link in the description down there if you want to go over to Real Tunes channel there, folks, and like, share, and subscribe if you like to. Again, I always sort this, use my sites, my resources to what I use people's things. Somebody got up under my skin one time talking about how you use me. No, nigga, that's what you do. If you use somebody's business, you let them know, hey, I'm gonna review your stream. It ain't a come up. So just to let you know, courtesy. But speaking of reviewing a stream there, folks. Okay. Hey, Red Sensation, welcome back. Your boy went on I'd like to call it an all shit tour. He didn't realize that he was digging himself a deeper and deeper hole because Corey Holcomb didn't say anything. But he said he studied Corey. So he should have known 7 days from when he went on the 5150 show, something was going to come up. Why? Because they tape in succession like that. So he should have known something was coming up. Instead of Anton shutting up that mouth, that internet bravado, that 15 minutes of fame got too nice for him. That's why I played that clip in the beginning from Shaka Zulu. He could not, he in his grasp for power, he could not let that shit go. Now this is the outcome of you fucking with that man for a week straight. That's right. That YT check got to his head. Sure did. Like that song you played last night, Don't Let It Go to Your Head. And he did. He let it go to his head. Let's go.
But in a month, those same platforms are going to have to figure out what else to talk about once this whole thing dies down. All right, but let me get to exactly what it is that y'all want to talk about. So, of course, I'm familiar. And of course, people were sending it to me yesterday and all of that, right? They were sending me everything that was being said about my daughter and my wife and all of that stuff, right? And so the thing that I try to tell people on a regular basis is this: never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, let your emotions make you make illogical decisions.
Did y'all see that nigga? Was he not emotional? Is this not a illogical consequence of his decisions for being emotional on the 5150 show? Is this not the consequence of what the fuck is he talking about? Is this not the is this not the repercussions of you going on the 5150 show with your agenda? Whining ass nigga.
We are a thinking people now. We are.
No, sir. We're animals.
No, sir. Appreciate it, Sly. No, sir. We are a thinking people. Come on now. Now all of a sudden this nigga philosophical. Now all of a sudden we are thinking people. That's why I can't listen to this nigga. I really can't. I can't. One thing, there's two voices on the internet I cannot stomach. That's BGS and this dude right here. I'd rather get a long fingernailed woman and let her run it on a chalkboard for 3 days straight than to listen to these niggas' voice. Like my man said, I'd rather eat cat shit with knitting needles. You know what I'm talking about. Than to listen to this dude.
With opposable thumbs. Let's not do this. Please don't come on here and try to reverse Darwinism. No, sir. We are animals with manners. That's it. Okay? Because if you think Anton is a higher thinking intellectual, God bless you. But come on.
We are no longer subjecting ourselves to the same rules as the streets, as the culture, as the thing that we criticize the most. So I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to make it a long thing. I'm going to be very, very clear. And we're going to move on. I'm not going to address it again. All right? So here's the thing. Since the beginning of time, I've always, my number one thing in life,
let's speed this up.
Above all,
I can't with this guy.
When I made the decision that I wanted to have a kid, and I said that I was only going to have one kid because I wanted to make sure that I poured every single resource that I could into the kid, right?
Now,
and that is the purest.
Now, who doesn't do that when it comes to their kids? Whether you have one kid or two kids, that is what you're supposed to do for your children. You're not doing. Do you want a pat on the back for having a child and pouring all your resources into the child? That's what you do. This is not no life lesson. This is what you're supposed to do lesson.
Thing that we can do is that we can take care of our children. Our children are the ones that are our future. Now,
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead. Don't that you know what that accompany me in the back is the man with the smallest violin. Nigga, please. Miss me with that. I believe the children are our future. Nigga, you're not sitting up in no church. You talking to a bunch of YouTube niggas that be screaming at women all the time for having babies because the baby don't belong to them. Or because they couldn't get access to some of the women that frequent your panel. So when they see them, they talk shit to them. Now, all of a sudden, I believe the children are our future. Is Tyranny's children part of that future you was talking about? Was Jay Prince's children part of that future you was talking about? Was all the other children that you spoke nastily about on your platforms? Was they part of the future? Or is it only the future only supposed to be respected when it comes to your offspring?
USA team.
Right. I thought he was playing chess.
At different points throughout the year, she's usually ranked about number 2 or number 3 in the country.
Now, what Anton failed to mention to y'all, now, when have you ever heard Anton ever speak about his child's accomplishments? Okay. Once again, I'm doing a compare and contrast between me and him.
Before you go there, Sly, on the 11th of February, because I didn't watch you enough. When I say watch you, that means clips that surface around. Oh, I want to do a loose nigga roundup on you. And I had to go over there and pull up a clip too of yours. I have never once heard you mention your child other than by my daughter. I've never heard you, Anton, mention her failures or her accomplishments. I've always only heard you mention is your daughter. But I knew who your wife was. Now, somebody down in the building, down there in the listening lounge, or you listen to this later on, I want you to listen to how many times he speaks about his wife. So far, we got one time. But he's a Christian. Damn, not the GoFundMe video.
Which I think I've earned the right to do so. I think I'm one of the few that can actually, bar for bar, just, whatever. Okay. Now, I can't recall when y'all have you ever heard of this man remind y'all of what his daughter is into, her accomplishments, her accolades, all this and that? I don't watch this guy, so I don't know. Y'all tell me y'all watch this guy. Now, I'm saying that to say this. Now, I may not show what Mini Me does, but I've always talked about what she does.
Okay.
When it comes to her athletics. Like, I'm always like, I'm like, oh, okay, she's this, she's that, this is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's never not been a time where I've not mentioned when she's done something, okay? Mm-hmm. I find it odd that this man comes here at this time to now want to lay out her entire resume. Sir, you should have been doing this from Jump Street. You understand?
Okay, Mini Me is his Super Sly's daughter. That's how he refers to his child as Mini Me. And he's absolutely right. He never shows her. He never shows her, but he always talks about her accomplishments. And sometimes he'll be on the way to a game or wherever, and he'll say, this is what my daughter's doing. I'm about to head that way. Or I'm just going to go pick her up from something or whatever, but he never shows her activities. And this in stark comparison to what he's talking about, Anton. He's been doing this over the years, especially since she's become more active in sports. He's been doing this, but we all know any stream that you can go back to of Anton Daniels, tell me once where he's mentioned his daughter's accolades. You ain't got to go far, because I can tell you none, zero, none of them.
Like, why are you just now listing all of her accomplishments to us now? Why now? I'm just questioning the timing. Any proud parent is always going to be like, my kid did this today. My kid did this month. Oh, 6 months from now, my kid did this. They're always going to remind you of how their child is progressing and what levels they're achieving and whatever stuff they're unlocking. Their parents are always bragging on their kids. I don't know what parent does not constantly, especially if you have a higher end child, right? Whether it's athletics or sports, if one of those parents, you're like, my kid did this. Okay, let's continue.
Junior Olympian, probably.
Yeah, she's on the national juniors taekwondo team. That's impressive. That's very impressive.
It absolutely is.
She's on the national juniors taekwondo team. She competes at 68 kilograms.
Now again, how would he know all of that? How would Sly know that? Because he didn't know his daughter's name until Anton said it. And you'll see what I mean here a little bit. But again, in a roundabout way, no one knew where to look for her. Even what Corey said about her, no one knew to look for her there. No one knew exactly where to look for her at until he said it. Am I wrong? Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Now, this whole doxing thing was weird to me. Now, if I know some of y'all follow this dude, because I remember the Olympic trials were held in Portland, right? That's where all any Olympic hopeful in all events, they go to Portland to compete. And I remember seeing his IG feed come across my timeline. He was in Portland because I believe she won in her division. I was like, oh, his kid does taekwondo. Okay, that's cool. That's dope. But I've never, now once again, y'all tell me, when have y'all ever heard of him, and speak about, her accomplishments? It's new to me. If he's done it, please educate me. Please enlighten me. Okay. So his kid's a stud. She's a stud. And I don't mean like sexually, but I mean, she's a stud, like, as far as her athletics. Okay. Let's continue.
He has close to over 325 medals, of which 200 and maybe 80 of them are gold, has traveled across the world representing our country, and is probably the sweetest soul that I personally know. Now, of course, we can be a little bit biased because all of our kids are the sweetest things to us, those of us that are in our kids' lives and that are participating in our children's lives. but a very, very accomplished minor child, meaning that she's still a child. And one of the things that I tell my daughter every single day is that I want you to stay in a child's place. I never want you to grow up too fast. I never want you to be out here doing things that you're not supposed to do, because you have an expectation on your life. And so the thing that I've always done is try to protect my daughter against the world, from the world. And what this has shown me is that eventually all of our children, and she is still a child.
Anton, let me go ahead and say this, sir. No matter how hard you try, you will find out as a parent, since you can't be around your child 24/7, there's some part of the world, some parts of the world that you will never be able to protect them from. What's up there, Zero the Infinite? How you doing? What's up there, Sharice? I hope you're saying your name right there. Sharice Brewster, welcome in. But you will never be able to shield your child or your children from all the evils and the ills of the world. That's virtually impossible, because it's bombarded them on TV, on radio, and on the streets, wherever they go. So you're not going to be able to shield your child from everything, no matter how hard you try. And if you are a parent, or when you become a parent, heed to that warning right there. As much as you want to protect your child from shit happens.
Because she is an underage child. All of our children.
Okay. Now, once again, this is where parental bias comes in. I'm the same way. Even though our daughters are both 17, right? Yeah, we see them as child or children. The world does not see. The world sees, they're about to be 17. That means they're going to be 18 pretty soon. All bets are off. That's what the world sees. Okay? That's what the world sees.
Okay, that's coming from a man that has a daughter. I don't have daughters, but I know how my brothers felt, and they knew sooner or later that the world don't care. Oh, that's my baby right there. All the world gonna see is an 18-year-old girl, 19-year-old girl, 20-year-old girl, 21-year-old woman. That's all the world gonna see. They're not gonna see, oh, that's your child. There's going to be some 18-year-old boy. Matter of fact, that might be a 17-year-old boy right now that don't see this at her as your little baby girl. Hey there, Wilbert Howard. How you doing? Welcome in.
How many more days till they're 18? That's what the world sees. All right? Okay, let's continue. Once again, parental bias. All parents are parental. Yes, all parents still see their grown-ass kids as kids. Okay?
I know.
Yes.
I know. I do mine.
50 years of age, my dad still sees me a little shorty doo-wop. And I see me as the same.
Okay.
I have to slap myself sometimes, like she's not a 2-year-old. She's not a toddler.
Okay.
Right? When she curls up on me with all of her 160 pounds, all in my lap like a big-ass Rottweiler. You know, I'm like, I remember what this felt like. Right? But she's about to be a whole adult. Let's continue.
Eventually, we'll have to see how ugly the world is. All of them. Regardless of how we feel, regardless of what happens, all of our children will have to see what the world is. What we as parents are supposed to do is protect them as long as possible, until they have to see what the world does, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. My focus right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the show. My focus right now is trying to figure out the psychological damage, impact, and trauma that has been done to my daughter.
Okay, Anton. Again, you talking about pouring on thick. I should have put on my shit kicking boots before I started listening to this video, because sir, you're putting it on a little bit thick here. Number one, if your child is so underaged, if you are protecting her at all costs, and you're trying to do all those things that you just said, what time is Corey Holcomb's 5150 show on? Now it's like 10, 11 o'clock on the West Coast. So that would make it like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on this side of the world, on the East Coast. You're 3 hours behind us. So what was your lovely, impressionable daughter doing up watching Corey Holcomb at that time of morning? Common motherfucking sense will tell you, anybody who listens to that shit right there says, "Ram, ram, ram, nigga, please, nigga, please, nigga, please." Fuck out of here with that. But he keeps on. He keeps on.
Okay. We don't know that.
Now, one thing I'm gonna say about that, I wonder how many super chats came on after that. I wonder how many of those folks down in Anton Daniels' chat agreed with him. Yeah, man, I understand. She gonna be messed up for life because some dude called her unattractive. Shit, I'll be damned. How many of y'all have been to school, graduated school, been to college, and somebody at some point in time ain't teased you about something? The way you look, what you're wearing, your shoes. When your shoes begin to slip and slide, get them one with the stripes on the side. Kmart, blue light specials, 2 for $1. You went to school with some Kmart blue light specials on, you got that ass teased. If back in the 70s, in the 80s, if you was in school back there, you know there was the colorism thing going on. You know the colorism thing going on, that if you was dark skinned, folks teased you. If you was too bright skinned, folks teased you. So you don't think your daughter has probably have heard worse than what Corey said. I'm not condoning what Corey said. I understand that, folks. But I understand why he did it. See, Ms. J, you still do. I understand why he did it.
We don't know that. All we know is a picture of your daughter on a podium, on a metal podium, was shown. Once again, this was from the 2025 Olympic trials. Okay. So some of y'all may need to re-look up the definition of doxing. Okay. She's on the national junior Olympic team. What is there to dox, y'all?
Okay, super. Okay, Sly.
You dox my kids on.
What is there to dox? Her picture is clearly posted all over it. You can go to the internet, and the only reason we was able to figure out where we could find her on the internet came from her daddy's mouth. Okay. The only reason anybody was able to type in his daughter's name, and you notice I haven't said it yet, it's because it came out of his mouth.
Is a fucking junior Olympian? Please, thank you. Yeah, dox her all day. She's a junior Olympian. What are we talking about? All right. Oh, this may cost Corey his channel. He doxed a minor. This is, the attorneys are going to eat this case up and Corey could lose his channel. Okay.
Right.
Y'all have posted worse and somehow still got y'all's channels still to this day.
A whole lot
Let's
worse.
continue.
A whole lot
Let's
worse.
continue.
Okay.
I pulling her out of school, early therapy.
Okay, he said.
Wait a minute, Sly. Let me get to it first, because I was thinking the same thing. Wait a minute. So if the show started at such and such a time, and it ended at such and such a time, when did you have time to contact all these people to say, I'm going to take my daughter out of school? Because technically, she shouldn't have not have seen this video yet. It should not have affected her in any way, shape, or form. The only way this video would have been known to your daughter at the time that it went on, Anton, is through you I don't think I don't know if you see. Well, I've heard you say you take her to school. So did you tell her on the way to school in the car, or while y'all was having breakfast? Did you say, "Hey, watch this video of this guy talking shit about you, baby"? Because how was she able to see this video from the time it aired to the time that you came on and started talking about you removed her out of school? How was she able to do that? I know she's an Olympian, but damn.
We pulled her out of school.
Oh, nigga,
so
please. Nigga,
please. Came out. That was like, what, 11 o'clock West Coast time. They're 3 hours ahead. Wait. Hear me out, y'all. Now, the time frame don't make sense. You didn't even have a whole day of your daughter's picture being put out here before you pulled her out of school. So you say? Wait. Hear me out. So the night Corey posted the picture, let's say it's 11 p.m. here on the West Coast.
Okay.
It's 2 a.m. on the East Coast. And you mean to tell me in 5 hours since then, by the time she went to school, you had already had to pull out of school?
Okay. Sly broke it down for you. So you mean in 5 hours, Anton, you was able to accomplish calling the school, taking your child out of school, and then coming back and doing a live stream about it. You was able to do all of this in 5 hours. Hey there, Angelica, how you doing? Welcome in. Huh? You see, I told you, sir, this is even your apology video. It's not going to age well. Folks are easily able to pick this apart just based on the timeline to let you know you ain't about shit. That you throwing your daughter up under the bus, that you creating all this havoc. Why? Because you want to be famous. By any means necessary, you want to be famous, even if it's at the behest of your family.
Okay. I don't think Anton is that famous of a internet celebrity.
Yeah, sure.
Someone posted a picture of his daughter 5 hours later. He has to pull out of school, out of first period. Does that make sense to y'all?
Not a drop.
Okay, let's continue. I'm just asking
making
questions.
Sure that she is protected, trying to see what the fallout will be as far as her having to be removed from some of her competitions because of a lot of different things, including online bullying and psychological damage.
Okay, he says she's been online bullied and psychological damage. Once again,
all of this in 5 hours, folks. All this shit happened to her. He done had to pull out her all these events. Wait a minute. This nigga right here, he taking us to play with. He taking us to play with, ain't he? Edney. He's taking us to play with, folks.
This man is Jason damn boring. Put him on full mass.
He taking us to play with.
We are not in their home, so we don't know what the extent of the damage could be done within 5 hours after her picture being posted. Now, once again, I don't think anybody agrees with what Corey did. I think everybody pretty much in agreement, denounces what Corey did, right? Most people, most reasonable humans would say, leave the kids out of it. Most reasonable. But the majority of people want to see the messiness and the nonsense.
Oh yeah, we love it. Okay. We love a good train wreck, Sean. There's no doubt about that. That's part of our folks want to holler about culture. We as human beings, regardless of the culture that you come from, we all like a good train wreck. It's called rubbernecking when you're on the highway. So black folks not exclusive to rubbernecking. Before from some folks try to say, "Oh, you just talking bad about black folks." No, everybody like the rubberneck. Latinos like the rubberneck. White folks like the rubberneck. Japanese folks like the rubberneck. Asian folks like the rubberneck. Black folks like the rubberneck. Everybody like to see a good train wreck every once in a while.
So he says either he pulled her out of school or may have to pull her out of future events due to online bullying and psychological damage. Okay, well, There's only one person to blame for all this, but we'll get to it in a minute.
There's a lot of fallout from what happened.
Hey, girl, listen. Yo, sis, we saw somebody posted your picture. Somebody posted your picture. Yeah, I get it. The internet travels fast. You never know.
Right. It don't travel that damn fast because, listen, let's break the numbers down again. Okay. If Corey was on at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that would have been 2 a.m. here, right? So she probably was well asleep by 2 a.m. in the morning. Not unless she woke up in that 5-hour time frame. The only way, again, folks, that she could have known about this video, her and her friends, because she's one of them goody two-shoe girls now. So her and her friends shouldn't have been able to see this video at all, because all of them little girls should have been asleep, according to Anton. All the little goody two-shoe girls, the karate experts, the Olympics and all of that, the underage girls at 17 years old would have been asleep that time of morning. I don't know. I don't know whether she in public or private school, but I have heard him say on several occasions that he takes his daughter to school.
Oh, but what are the odds? Like, if you tell me that's the narrative, yeah, I wouldn't believe it. This is, like I said, I think Corey Anton is capping. This is where he's starting to use his daughter for as a human shield for sympathy. This is this is very disgusting. This man has no morals, none. So for as much as he's saying this has damaged his daughter, he seems pretty calm. He seems pretty calm for a protective father that claims that all this psychological online damage is doing to his daughter. And yet he comes on here like it's nothing. And literally,
I was about to say, if he was really in protection mode, he wouldn't have even made this video, Sly. He would have went silent. He wouldn't have made this video.
There's a whole show about white folks from Memphis, Mamdani, and black culture. If my daughter's attacked online, I'm not coming online to explain to y'all what's going on. I'm just not. I got an angry mother looking at me like, how could you let this happen? The daughter's like, oh my God, Dad, they said all these mean things and they're making AI videos about me.
Okay.
Right? That's what, in reality, what would be happening in his household. So which one is it, sir? Is it that bad? Or are you just trying to use your daughter's situation, potential situation, for human sympathy? This man has ain't nothing godly about this man. Ain't nothing godly about this. This man has lost his way and has lost his way for a very, very long time. There's nothing godly about this man. Let's go.
Happens to my daughter's life because she is so accomplished. She has some of the greatest schools in the United States of America that has been seeking her out, scholarships.
Okay, get in line, buddy. Get in line. Let's continue.
Looking for her to join the team. She is on track to be a United States Olympian. She was supposed to be possibly in the next Olympics. And I don't know how damaging this is to her psyche.
It shouldn't be at all.
Who knows?
Wait a minute.
A lifetime of damage. We don't know.
Wait a minute.
What butterfly?
Okay, now once again,
wait a minute, Sly. I know, Sly. I got to go with this one too, brother. Come on, man. You're pouring it on a little bit too thick. Go ahead and give us some of that generic syrup, because that Aunt Jemima you pouring is a little bit thick, my man. We done left syrup and we done went to molasses. Damn, you pouring it on thick. Oh, Lord, Cabin makes good syrup. About the best syrup in the land, regular or buttered. You pouring it on a little thick, nigga. It's hard to say, a little. A little.
Y'all, now kids are tough. Kids, listen, I don't know about you parents. If some of y'all parents were to watch video footage of your kids in school, you'd be in shock. You'd be like, oh, not my kid. Yes, your kids are the problem. Your kids are bullies.
Some of them.
Your kids start and pick fights. Your kids manipulate. Your little angels are devils in school. I deal with them. How many times parents come to me, not my kid, coach?
Well, let me show you this video of your kid. This is what your kid be doing. As you think that little kid is an angel. Your kid is a hooligan. Your kid is a beer drinker and a hell raiser. Look. Now, I'm not saying all kids are like this, but hey, you know, in some cases, ladies and gentlemen, we got some little ruffians out there. Yeah. She said, what's that? Wait a minute. Listen, I was singing the log cabin commercial. Ruffians ain't the word, Miss J. Little hell raisers. Y'all seen some of the videos on TikTok and Instagram of some of these kids in school? How they be fighting the teachers? How they be slam dunking each other in school? I'm not making none of this up. This is truth and reality. Some of y'all children don't need to be in school.
Ma'am, if we had a fucking body cam on your kid, you'd be shocked. I just roll my eyes and I'm like, okay, you got it. Yeah, sure. Not your kid. Not your little angel. Okay. All right, come on. Yeah. Why? Right. Okay. I don't believe this man for one instance. I think his daughter's going to be okay. I don't think she's getting no real backlash. No. She may get teased because who her father is.
Right.
But nobody's teasing her.
Right. That's the backlash she gonna get. That's your daddy? You mean that Rick Ross wannabe too small hat wearing motherfucker? That's your daddy? That's your daddy that got up on the live stream and threw you up under the bus? You should be mad at him. I know you'll be glad when you go to college to get away from that nigga. Okay, folks, we about halfway through this so far. Have y'all heard Anton mention his wife? What's the wife count? Once.
Now, she may get jokes because of who her father is. That's the bigger story here. They're gonna be like, oh, that's your dad? Yeah, that's my dad.
See that? Be
Your
like
dad
the
said this?
y'all remember the Looney Tunes commercial where the cat he was supposed to be the champion mouser, and instead he got a hold of a little baby kangaroo, and that kangaroo was kicking his ass, and the kangaroo kicked him out, and the little kid cat said, "Oh, father, for shame." That's what's gonna happen to Anton one day. His daughter gonna say, "Oh, father, for shame."
Oh my God, what did he say now? This is what you're heaping onto your daughter. This is what she got to get ready to deal with next year for freshman year. And I promise you, she's gonna not do everything you told her to do. She's gonna rebel on this guy so tough. It's gonna break his fucking heart. Come on.
Things that we do to our children. And the one thing that most fathers, black fathers, try to do is they try to make sure that their children are protected.
Okay, I got a dumb question.
Yeah,
if I were to look up the national junior taekwondo team and show everybody and show the website, is that doxing?
No.
In fact, let me see what do they constitute doxing as?
Okay, here we go.
If I was to go to the website, the USA website, the U.S. National Taekwondo U.S. website, and show who's on the team, boys and girls, is that considered doxing? I'm just asking. Is that doxing? Okay.
Hey, what's up there, Alex? Of course it's not doxing. That's listen, that's public. There's no expectation of privacy when you join a team that has USA in front of it. Yeah, he's going there, ABT. He's going there.
Okay. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Well, if I were to do this, I have no malicious intent. And what defines identifying? If I show a team picture, right? If I show the team picture or team pictures of the national taekwondo team, is that doxing? Is that doxing? Somebody answer the question for me. Okay?
No.
Let's see. Once again, doxing is the action or process of searching for and publishing private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet. I'm not looking.
That is called doxing. When there's no information, public information out on a particular person, nothing about his family, nothing about his children, nothing about his personal life, and you go and seek that person out, and then you come into a chat room and you put that person's name out there, that's called doxing. I ain't forgot about you yet, but that's called doxing. Anton's daughter is a part of a public entity. So right now, if I wanted to type in her name and look at her on the Junior Olympic team, that is not doxing, because there's no malicious intent. And again, the only way I was able to look up her name and find out that information is because her daddy told us. Sharon.
I'm looking for an individual. I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for a team. Okay? I'm looking for a team. Okay. Act of publicly providing personally identifiable information about an individual. So if I look for a team picture, am I doxing?
No.
Some of y'all comprehension skills and reading skills is
okay. Again,
kind of frightening.
Again,
kind of
folks,
frightening.
Some people will run to the depths of hell. Some people will bet their reputation. Some people will put their reputation on the line to defend Anton Daniels, talking about Corey Holcomb doxed his daughter. And we clearly see that he did not. Did he talk about his daughter? Yes. But he didn't put out any information on where that picture came from, how he was come to that picture, or nothing. He didn't even say her name. Now, again, I don't agree with what Corey did. But Little Miss Daniels, if you ever see this video of your daddy putting you out there, that's who you should be mad at. And ask him, Daddy, why did you make this other video? Why didn't you just leave that nigga alone since you didn't like him? What's up there, Psychopathy? How you doing, good brother?
National.
He going there. Wait a minute, ABT. Here he goes. He went there.
Now look here. So, okay, the primary they had was in July. Now, if I look for the team, is this doxing?
Nope.
Okay.
That's one information.
If I look for the team, is this doxing?
Nope. Nope.
Okay. This is the U.S. National Championships. Now listen, I don't want an echo chamber. Tell me if I'm doing too much.
No.
Come, hey, Sly, maybe you might want to do this.
Sly, to be quite honest with you, brother, you're proving a point. You're proving a point that it's not doxing because her information is already public. It's not doxing her. Her daddy told us how to get it. Corey didn't. So if they want to say it's doxing, go tell her daddy. You threw your daughter up under the bus. Anyone want to dispute that?
So I want the junior championship. Okay, no, I don't want the championship. I just want the team.
And I agree with that, HT Baldwin. If it's on the internet, it's public. If I see a picture of something and I want to make fun of it, or if somebody sees a picture of something they want to make fun of it, it's fair game. That's why they use the term fair use. It clearly says for teaching or criticism, fair use.
Here we go. Once again, this is the link. The 2025 Junior National Team Taekwondo. Okay. Can we have video footage of the... Okay, this is 9 hours. Okay. Well, let's go here. Now, once again, I'm going to YouTube Taekwondo Canada for the Junior 2025.
It's on YouTube.
Canada National Championship. No, that's Canada. I want Canada. What, do they have a fight in Canada? Where are they in Canada? Oh, Canada. No. Let's go here. No. Championships. I want the juniors, though. Hey. No, we don't have U.S. juniors.
Morning, everyone. It's competition day. We're just gonna grab some breakfast real quick, and then we're gonna head over to the venue. Aaron, it's competition day. Let's go pick up Kate. Competitor number 2 has been picked up. Quick lunch break before Aaron competes. What do you think your Pumse score is going to be?
10.
What about you, Aaron?
10. Ask me if you get a 4.4. No.
Now, is he doxing anyone?
You gotta go. Any thoughts?
I think I got this.
Is he doxing anyone, folks? By showing this video, is he doxing anyone? No, he's not. No, he's not. This is public information that anyone can clearly find on YouTube, especially if someone points you out to where it's at.
Guess
okay.
You made it to the finals. What do you think you're going to get in the next round?
Okay, I'm gonna.
The finals.
Please let me get more than a 7.8.
All right.
All right, she's doing. I'll let that go. But y'all know where, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Uh-oh, his daughter's the only one without a medal on that page. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, come on, y'all. Don't do this. Don't do this.
We don't want anything. For those of us that are in our daughters' lives, we don't want anything to happen to our children. Under no circumstance.
And no one,
I don't know.
No one wants anything to happen to their children. Once your children leave the nest, you don't want nothing to happen to them. I don't think there's any parent that don't lament that the fact that their child might be in jail, or unfortunately that their child might have met an early demise. I don't think any parent. I think what the old adage is, all parents wish to outlive their children. Want to leave their children behind. I don't think there's any parent that you're going to find to say, yeah, I hope I outlive my children. I don't think so. So again, folks, why do y'all keep listening to this guy? Do y'all pay attention to what he's really saying? Anton acts like he has the full market on what a good parent is. And no, sir, right now you're being a bad parent.
People don't really understand the impact. And I'm speaking to all of us, for all of us. We don't always know what the impact is.
No, you don't speak for me.
This man has no idea that he's the cause of whatever problems they're having or going to have. He doesn't understand.
We don't know the psychological damage, the emotional
damage.
He
has no idea
that happens in their lives when other people go after children. I thought that children was off limits. But
okay, did you tell Tyranny that? Did you say, hey, Tyranny, children are off limits? Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can go and try and pull this up. I was waiting for you to say that. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. All right, hold on just a second, folks. Let me see if I can do something here. Hold on, just 1 second.
Black community is that
and y'all see that
out of her purpose, and she's not a helpmeet no more. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the black community, because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done, and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community that way.
That's your y'all. Do y'all need to see that again? Do y'all need me to play that again, or was that enough? Or was that enough, folks? Was that enough? Was that enough for you?
I guess not. So my number one concern, and I'm gonna say this, and again, this is for all of the civil, awesome black people out there and people in the United States of America that want to ensure that their children are protected. My number one goal is to always try to figure out how I can protect.
No, sir. Your number one goal is to be internet famous. That's it. That's all. You're not worried about your kid at this point. No. She's about to leave for college next year. No, sir. Nothing this man has said or done in the last 3-4 years tells me there's nothing more important than him being internet famous. That's it. That's all.
My underage child. My underage child. That's all I care about.
Yeah, hasn't he gone after other people's kids? I thought I heard him talk bad about other people's kids. Okay. I thought I've heard him speak ill of other people's kids. Anton's still my dog, but even though he ain't shit, you know what? That's okay. God bless you.
You want to know what's really wrong with the black community? Is that the woman is out of her purpose and she's not a helpmeet no more. Yep. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the black community, because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done, and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community that way.
Fuck them kids. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Out of your mouth, Anton. So again, why would you expect somebody to have sympathy for you now? Again, y'all niggas forget that the internet is forever. Y'all niggas forget that the internet is forever.
Could have never imagined in 1,000 years.
I know.
The psychological damage and the impact. The cries that I had to hear, you know? My immediate concern was,
I think he's capping at this point, but come on.
Oh my God, who do I call? But I couldn't call anybody because everything was closed at the time.
Nigga. He said, this is a nigga that will tell y'all that he's smart. This is a nigga that will tell you that he gives a damn about his family. This is a nigga that'll tell you he gives about the well-being or the physical or the mental aspects of his children. But yet, in this day and age, 1-800 something don't work. The crisis hotline don't work. If your daughter happened to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to see that, you mean to tell me that you couldn't have picked up the 800 number and have a crisis hotline and said, baby, we need to go and put this on the phone. But you thought the best thing to do was to wait till the crack of dawn and go take her out of school because you couldn't find nothing to help her that morning. He said it. Throw the baby out with the bathwater and start over. The black woman, even though he's married to one, is the worst thing for black America, for black culture, because when she's done, when she use you up, she's just gonna throw you out. So that's what we should do. Throw all these, y'all excuse my language, throw all these black bitches out and start all over. But now he up here trying to get sympathy from the black community, and y'all dumb motherfuckers falling for it, huh, Sharon? Yeah, Sharon, you forgot. We all remember that you came from the Fight Club. I'm sorry, folks. Just like with the more I think about what I heard this morning, it's Sharon, you get to the point that I'm gonna start putting you in the same category with Cellulite. I see you hanging out with angry man. I see you hanging out with your so-called enemies. And the first part of this video was with you. Yeah, this is who you are and what you are, and you're a content creator. But when is it time to say, I'm not going to do this? Or when is it time to say, I was wrong about supporting Anton? Why did your cousin have to come up and tell you that you were wrong? Or DJ Torch. I think he is. I think he's undercover red pill. I think he still has a lot of red pill tendencies that sometimes comes out of him. And this morning was one of those red pill tendencies that came out of him. He's sounding the trumpet.
What?
So immediately pulling her out of school.
So he has. Wait, y'all. Hold up. Once again, help me with the timeline.
All right.
He posts a picture. Let's say it's 11 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, right? They're already 3 hours ahead of us in Detroit. So that puts him at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. She has to get up at 7 a.m. for school, or already be on her way to school by 7 a.m. So you mean to tell me it took 5 hours? In 5 hours, his daughter got harassed that much to where they had to wake up that next morning, 5 hours later, to say, "Hey, you know what? You're not going to school."
Yep, that's what he's trying to tell them.
You're being harassed online. We got to pull you out of school in 5 hours.
Yep,
that's what you're telling me.
Yep,
that's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
in 5 hours, his daughter got bullied and harassed that much.
Slide.
Okay, gotcha.
How many times you gonna ask me, bro?
You're free to do so. God bless you. Come on.
Immediately making sure that I go and assess the damage, trying to figure out if we're able to get her into the same competitions. Coming up, she literally just texted me probably less than 48 hours ago. All of the different competitions that she had lined up for this year. We were supposed to go to Great Britain. We were supposed to go to a lot of places.
Okay, you're not gonna go now. You're not gonna help her pursue her Olympic dream. All of a sudden, you're gonna put a kibosh on that. We can't go to Great Britain because of what happened to you.
Right, because Corey put a picture of your daughter up. That's going to kill all her dreams. Wait a minute, folks. I don't think that some of these competitions that your daughter's going to be willing to pull out of there, Anton. You think that she's been doing all this training for her daddy to wake up one morning and say, no, baby, because Corey Holcomb put a picture of you on the internet. We're going to put you out that competition in Canada. We're going to put you out all these international competitions that you've been training all these months for. Because Corey Holcomb put a picture of you up somewhere. Well, Anton, I'm going to pull it back to day one, sir. Corey Holcomb didn't put your daughter in this position. You did. Corey Holcomb didn't put your wife in this position. You did. Corey Holcomb didn't put Mika in this position. You did. In your quest to be internet famous, you fucked a whole lot of people that you didn't realize it. Your whole entire family, your whole way of living, it should be in an uproar right now in your quest for internet fame. Nigga.
Here to stay. Okay, y'all got it.
I don't know if we can still do that. I don't know if that's possible.
Wow. Once again,
I don't know if she has the.
He was talking crazy about Jay Prince kids.
Brain isn't even fully developed.
You sure did.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Literally.
This man is using his daughter as a human sympathy shield. This is disgusting. I have no respect for this man at all.
Okay.
This man deserves no respect. Who uses their child as a fucking human sympathy shield? This is disgusting.
So crazy.
I feel bad for that child. That this is your daddy. This is what your daddy has devolved into. This is what your daddy has become. You know what they always say? The money makes you, only reveals who you truly are. And now we're seeing who Anton has always been as a person. Okay.
Absolutely, Sly.
Wow.
Money only makes you who you are. That's it. If you're a fucked up person, the more money you get, the more it's just gonna bring you out to the surface. There was a case in point right here in front of us. So far, folks, we're almost through with this. How many times does Anton mention his wife?
She had just sent me her pictures, her senior pictures, and
Yes. We suspect that Rita lives in Miami. Oh no. We suspect at one point Rita was in Miami, and then we suspect that they live in different homes in Detroit. Yeah, we suspect that. Yes, I'm glad you caught that. Why would she need to text you something from 48 hours ago? Like, and she's supposed to.
Oops. See, lie don't care who tell it. And sometimes you lie so fast that you don't realize that you just lied to your damn self and several thousand other people. Anton, if you and your daughter was in the same house, why would she be feeling the need to text you? If you and your wife was in the same house, why would you feel the need to text each other? Why would she just bring the pictures and show you? Look, Daddy, have them laid out across the kitchen counter or the kitchen table. The fuck, man? Do you think we're that dumb, Anton? Maybe you do.
Be in your house under one roof with you and your wife. Okay, so we've been suspecting for a very good long while they live separately. Hence, when you showed off the studio apartment, like, yeah, this is where I work and sleep. Like, really? Like, why don't you work and sleep at home? Okay, hey, it is what it is, man. I'll let you guys be the detectives. But come on.
She had also sent her schedule. Literally, this was yesterday at 10:22 p.m.
Again, if y'all live together, wouldn't you already know her schedule? Wouldn't you know what your daughter's activities, according to what you've been saying for these last umpteen minutes here, that you know all about your daughter, that you're protecting your daughter 24/7, wouldn't you know your daughter's schedule? She wouldn't have to send you shit. And all this is taking place in 5 hours that your daughter got caught up in this debacle between you and Anton. Excuse me, you and Corey, my bad.
Oh, okay.
At 10:22 p.m. Let me show you. See that? See the schedule? The tentative, see how it says tentative schedule?
Oh, okay.
Leslie Daniels right here.
What?
She was sending me her.
So why would now you put her whole, okay, since you put her name out there, well, fuck it then, bruh.
See?
You put her name out there. You why would you?
See, that's the moment that he doxed his child. That's the moment, because remember, Sly couldn't find anything on her. He was looking for her. He put his daughter's name out there. So Sharon and all the rest of you motherfuckers that was over there this morning talking about Corey Holcomb doxed that man's child. He doxed his child. Do y'all need to hear it again? Rewind it.
Say her name. I still say Mini-Me. Well, fuck it then.
Oh, Miss J, you was watching this and fell asleep? Yes, because remember now, it was... There it is.
There it is. There it is. All right. Well, shit, you doxed your own fucking kid, nigga. You doxed your own kid. There it is. Y'all see it? Okay. Okay, I guess, man. Shit. I guess I'm doxing now. Let y'all tell it.
Tentative schedule for the calendar year.
Make it make sense.
I don't know if she'll be able to do that.
Why not?
I've invested millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars into the well-being of my child.
Again, folks, listen here. Never claimed to be rich. I'm not poor. I'm not shiftless. But one thing I can damn sure tell you, I ain't spent $1 million on my kids. I got, well, maybe all total it might have added up to $1 million. But I can guarantee you, if you got one kid and you raise that kid from the age of baby to 18, gonna cost you about maybe 50, 60 grand. No, I take that back. It's gonna cost you a little more than that. My bad. Slide, correct me if you don't mind.
Millions, huh? Millions. Is that right? I highly doubt them. See, how much does it cost to raise a child from birth to 18? Okay. As of right now, middle income families, it's gonna cost us 400 grand.
400 grand.
Cost us 400 grand from birth to 18 to raise
a child. 400 grand. And some of them niggas is over there complaining about having to pay $100 a month in child support. Y'all remember that stream? That where this nigga was over there talking about they taking all my money, they making me pay $125 a month in child support. Or he doxed his own daughter, folks. He doxed his own daughter. Yes, he did, HT Baldwin.
As a child, about 400 grand. The cost of a house. Okay. Now, I don't know where you get this millions from. You know, because last time I checked, 3 of the most expensive sports for your children is golf, tennis, and soccer. And 3 of the most expensive sports one could put their kids in. And I know Taekwondo is nowhere.
And right, if you got a child that's interested in golf, I can tell you right now, you got to get them out of that, because you're going to spend a whole lot of money over the course of your child wants to pick up golf at the age of 10. That's going to cost you some money. Golf clubs ain't cheap. Green fees ain't cheap. Them carts ain't cheap. Especially if you're playing around 18 holes, 9 holes. We ain't talking about putt-putt golf, folks. 9 irons cost money. 6 irons cost money. Putters cost money. Whereas in the football, cleats, they might grow out of them, but if they keep the same size foot, they can wear a pair of cleats for a couple years. They can take them from they have a practice cleats and they have game cleats. Am I wrong? Baseball, how much money you spending for a glove? A glove lasts how long? Some of us still got our childhood gloves. But that golf, that's something different now.
Near expensive as the cost of playing tennis. Fucking play with me? You kidding me, man? We're talking millions. Okay, sir. Okay. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man. This is y'all's king. This is y'all's short king. Let's go.
All right.
She's broken.
Wow, she's broken.
She's broken. Wow.
So for me,
your child is in martial arts. Your child is not easily broken, sir. I don't even know your kid, and I wouldn't let you disrespect your child like this. Your child's in martial arts. Your kid is not easily broken. I promise you that. Why would you? It's disgusting. Ugh.
For me personally, I have to figure out what that looks like.
That's the dumbest thing you could have said. What are you, an idiot?
That hopefully she can recover from this.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
No, I don't understand why you're doing this. So no, I don't understand. No, I don't understand. This is disgusting work.
Any father understands what I'm saying. Any father that is in their child's life understands the impact. You know what your child feel like. You can sense it on them. You can feel it on them. You know what it feels like to take care of a sick child? You ever had a child that you had to sit with that had a fever and then you had to break the fever because none of the medicine was working? Some of us have been there.
This is y'all's king.
That's what it feels like. It's like trying to break a fever, but you don't know what long-term damage that can make. Our entire life, we've done everything to protect our child.
Exactly. I don't understand.
Never, ever, ever needed anything whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't understand. I
know, Sly. I know it's hard to, brother. I know.
Pray for me and my family.
Oh, my Lord.
Pray for me, my wife, and my family.
Now, y'all see how he spent the whole week acting a goddamn...
Nigga, please.
Shit. Now you want to hide behind family. I'm a Christian. The Bible. No, don't put your family up as a shield. Don't do that. Rita and your daughter deserve better than that. This is this man's become a piss poor father. This man's become a piss poor husband. This man has become a piss poor man. This is disgusting. You watching this man devolve over time. You watching this. Now you see what's important to this person. What's really important. The internet fame. Okay, come on. Yeah, if he truly studied Corey the way exactly. Like, leave the men alone. Comedians are the last people you would ever want to get into it with. They're the last ones you would have. God forbid you piss off a comedian. They'll make an entire, they can just run entire comedy skits off you.
God bless. That's all I have to say about that. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm. And at this point, I've been advised not to say anything else about it.
Okay, now if he does attempt to sue Corey for what was it? What's the term? The doxing thing is, I don't know, a picture from a national.
No,
a junior Olympic team.
It's not gonna happen, Sly. It's not gonna happen.
Cyberbullying, harassment. I don't know. Your wife's video is still up for everybody to see.
Okay, folks. Again, what Sly just alluded to there at the end of it, there's a video of your boy's wife, Anton Daniel's wife. They're saying that Anton has a problem. He has an anger management issue problems. And if you go back to the initial video, no disrespect to my ladies, my women, but Anton was acting like one of them women's. WIMMENZ, screaming and yelling, moving his head, shaking his finger. He was acting like a bitch. Am I wrong? Was not his panties in a bunch? But yeah, you're right, ABT. Out of the entire video, he mentioned his wife twice. Now, to me, for someone that's been married, I don't think when I was married that I could go through anything and not mention my wife once or twice, especially if I heard some nigga saying what she said about him, i.e. the nigga in this case would have been Corey Holcomb, because he basically told Anton's wife, look here, drop that zero. I'll use my Jerome voice. Look here. Oh, you would want to get with a winner. Drop that chicken dinner. That's what Corey Holcomb told Anton's wife. That's what Corey Holcomb told Mika. You want to get with a winner? Drop that chicken dinner. Jerome's in the house. Watch your mouth. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get on up out of here. Again, Anton, you didn't do yourself no favors by making this video up, because I wasn't going to say anything else about you. But since you made this video up, I had to do like everybody else. Throw my hat in the ring of this bullshit that you try to present to us. Now, for the rest of you and Anton followers over there, Jeffrey Osborne made a song. I really don't need no light. Some of y'all really do need light, because it's obvious you can't see the forest for the trees. If you think Anton is a good role model, if you think as Anton is someone that you should look up to, I didn't hear everybody speak about Anton this morning, but I did hear you, Sharon. Maybe it wasn't for me to type in your chat, but normally when I come into your chat, I speak. Something told me today to be quiet. Hey, Pure Butterfly, how you doing? How you doing? Something told me today to be quiet and just listen. And I listened. And what I heard you up there trying to defend Anton. The last time I listened to you stream, what I heard was your red pill tendency spilling out of that coffee cup that you drinking. And if not, had Brownfield had come up on that platform today, you would have dug that hole a little bit deeper, sir. If you want to defend Anton, that's your right to. But again, like I told you before, I'm glad you changed it from the solution-based group because there's no solution there. I'm glad that you asked for them super chats. I'm glad you asked for the support. Tells us what you're really about. No disrespect. But if I remember the time, you put your daughter on the chopping block too. How did that turn out for you, Sharon? So again, in closing, because it seems to be that everybody was mad about Corey Holcomb, what Corey Holcomb said about Anton Daniels' daughter. Sharon, I heard them say worse about yours. I was there. I've heard Anton say worse about other people's daughters. I was there. I heard him talking about Jay Prince's children. I was there. I've heard other people speak nastiness about other people's children. I was there. And just in case, just if you need another quaint reminder, wait a minute. Just in case you need one more quaint reminder before I leave. If you need another quaint reminder before I leave, let me play this one more time for you, brother. Let me play this one more time for you, brother. Let me play this one more time for you, brother.
You want to know what's really wrong with the black community? Is that the woman is out of her purpose and she's not a helpmeet no more. Yep. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the black community because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women and then fix the community that way.
Well, so Anton, how would you like it if we all said, fuck them kids? How would you like it if we all said that? Fuck them kids. The Antoinettes. Maria and the Antoinettes. How would you like if we said that, Anton? How would you like if all your millions of fathers said, fuck them kids? Wouldn't like it too well. Didn't turn out too well for you, did it? I think not. With that, ladies and gentlemen, remember, grace a day costs you absolutely nothing. Say hello to someone. Might change the way they're thinking. Might change the way they're living. You never know if you walk past them and don't say hello. And again, kids ain't never been off limits in these YouTube streets. They never have been, and they never will be.
Look, all you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddamn it talking about preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless a fool, goddamn it. God bless the food. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We're taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, mother. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want, look.